What's good, YouTube? What's good, spiritual family? Welcome back to my channel, See This World. My name is See the Moon Never Ra'at, and today we're gonna do a quick message for the collective. I feel like necessary to apologize, but I'm like trying to get into the business of apologizing less for stuff that you're not supposed to apologize for. But like, I personally feel like I'm late doing this because I told myself I'm gonna do a message every day, and little things just keep getting in my way. And so you might feel like you could relate to that, especially if it's technology related. Like, my phone is out of storage. My computer was out of storage. I literally just had to sacrifice my entire Sim save file and just delete everything just to record this video. I just said, fuck it. Yeah, so that is pretty annoying, but we are still in Mercury retrograde shadow period, okay? Alright. I'm gonna take these 3 cards, okay? So the first card we got coming out is Strength. So that is Leo energy. So you might want to look at where you have Leo in your chart. And I want to say Leo is the 5th house ruler. I'm like yeah, I'm right. See, I got to stop second guessing myself because I haven't recorded this in a while, nor do I have this many conversations or been doing astrology readings. So I'm like, had to tell myself, is that right or is that right? So you might want to take a look at your 5th house and see what you got going on there and how it's impacting you right now. Like I said in previous video, like right now is a big time for change. The 5th house is the house of pleasure, first of all. So it's creativity, romance, self-expression, and this governs like fun, your hobbies, children, inner child healing, being dramatic in a sense, and just joyful energy all together. And then one thing that is important to know is that Leo is a fixed sign. So in this house, we kind of are like the way that we are in that sense or whatever. And it's for design because what is in your 5th house is literally the things that heal you. So it's very important for you to look into your 5th house and see what is the things that naturally bring you joy that you should be leaning on towards, as far as like hobbies, the things that bring you pleasure, the things that support you emotionally, because right now we're going through a lot of change. And then the next card coming out, we got the 2 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. And so that tells me that we're coming out of a season where we don't feel out of balance, or like we don't feel the need to try and control everything. I was watching a reading yesterday and she pulled up the 2 of Pentacles, and it was like a girl riding a bike, and like she had the pentacles in her hand balancing them, but nobody was riding the bikes. It was like she was riding it with no handlebars type shit. And the girl was like, yeah, Jesus take the wheel type shit. And I was thinking, like, in the same how this energy is coming out, like we're kind of moving to an energy where we like letting go and letting God, you know what I'm saying? So during that time, so that we don't hyperfix on the things that we can't control, we need to lean into joy, we need to lean into play, we need to lean into pleasure. So get into your 5th house and see what it is that you have going on in there, and also see where Leo is in your chart. Like me, 5th house is exalted for me because I have Venus in my 5th house, and it's in the sign of Leo. So it's like exactly where I want to be type of shit. Like, and my sun is also in the 5th house. So like for me, pleasure comes easy. I don't have to think twice about it. I almost never feel guilty about leaning into things that please myself, and I encourage other people to please themselves. That's why my entire brand is called Rest. But what I will be honest about is that, like, I really had an epiphany over the last few weeks that I was not really being who I say I am, or like practicing what I'm preaching, if that makes sense, because there was so much turbulence going on in my life mentally and spiritually that in the physical life it was hard for me to like really be present. And it's I I lost track and I lost sight of like my spiritual practice and my rituals that I would do to keep myself balanced. So I'm coming back to myself in my human way and getting more back to the things like eating healthier, making time for meditation. I just got back into praying 3 times a day, and like being real with you, I'm still working on getting to that third prayer. Like I haven't made it out one day where I really got to the second or the third prayer today. So, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself grace during this time as you enter into a new season. And then the last card that we got coming out is the Fool. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. Probably because it's zero, and zero is nothingness. And when there's nothingness, to me, that literally says like zero bad karma, zero good karma. You could literally go any way with this. Like, you could do whatever you want. And the Fool is such cool energy because it's the energy of saying like those who know something know that they know nothing at all. It's the energy of being present and being a beginner at something and allowing yourself to enjoy being a beginner at something. Oh, not these two cards want to come out real bad. I'm wearing this Twilight shirt, so that might be significant to you. Maybe you like Twilight. I used to love Twilight, and I say used to because it's not something that I go back to anymore. Like, I used to really watch it, like, for real. Okay. So, what Spirit is saying that right now we are heavily focused on inner child healing. We got the Six of Cups, and then we got the Knight of Swords. And like when we in that inner child and healing, sometimes we tend to lean towards escapism, and we're coming away from that too. So, like, hold on, it's my baby calling me. Hey, juicy girl. Hold on real quick, okay? She only got a few minutes before her bedtime, so I'm going to have to tell you guys good night. But I think the last message for me to say is to prioritize the things that matter to you and that's the most important to you, and those is the things that's going to pour back and fulfill you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and a good night.